Hey everyone, Nancy with Our Treasure Home. I just finished doing a video with Anastasia and we were debating about doing another one. She wanted to do one about aqua beads and I said not right now because I want to do one about my seeds. And then she said she's going to do it with me about my seeds and what we're going to plant this year. And I said, told her to go brush her hair. And she patted me on the shoulder. She goes, that's okay. You can do it by yourself. Oh, that girl. And y'all wonder why sometimes my face is so red. Oh, my gosh. So, another video I started. I was thanking Teresa and Lee for motivation to get myself going, getting my seeds together and everything, because yes, last year was kind of weird. I would plant what was supposed to say on the package, and that's not what grew. So I was like, oh my goodness. I guess what happened was things got mixed up. I don't know. I know I had, here's something funny. I have a box. Get this box. This box. It's got all my jewelry stuff in it. And stuff that I make. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I put that in a tote last summer, straightening things up and, putting things in totes and just organizing it better down in the basement. That was in a tote. For 3 weeks, I went down there looking. Couple weeks ago, has to be, I think it was the first week of January, something like that. My son, maybe the second week, went down the basement, made all the totes, opened them up, organized them back. Couldn't find it at all. That box had like light bulbs and a couple other things on top of it. I think we saw that box, how many times you go down there a day, looked at it, stared at it, moved it around, never, looked in it, and there it was. I'm like, okie dokie. Strange things are happening, and I'm not monetized, so if you ding me, you ding me, whatever. Yeah, that's not whatever. But anyway, the reason why I was looking for that box is because I had bags that I used for my jewelry. These bags, and I've seen people use those, put your seeds in and everything, or envelopes and all. I'm like, I don't know how much envelopes cost, but I was like, I've got bags, and I've got a bunch, and I can combine different things and have more. I was like, no sense in me buying more when I know I have it already. Make a wish. So, I'm like, I'm going to find that box. Sure enough, it's sitting right there in front of our face. But I found the bags. That's the whole point. And I just watched a video, Teresa and Lee organizing their seeds, and I was like, I've been putting off. I'm like, you know what? It's time to get myself in gear. So I sat down Saturday the 22nd. And what I did, I'll put the name on the bag. This is lemon balm. I'm going to keep this together. Hopefully, if I have enough paper clips, keep it together so I know what it is. This tells me when to plant it, how long it takes. 12. It takes 12 to 21 days to germinate. Direct sow, 2 to 3 weeks before the last frost. You start indoors 6 to 10 weeks before the last frost, and maturity is 95 days. So, direct sowing. Am I going to do that this year? Or I'm not going to do that this year. That's a good question, because inside we keep it at 60 degrees. And if we don't, my son has a nosebleed, and those aren't good. He doesn't have them as much as he did when he was little, but he still gets them. And he's already had his tonsils and adenoids out and everything else, and the doctor just says it's just dry air, nose drying, a blood vessel pops or whatever, and there you go. Nothing they're going to do for it. So, yes, we have the heat on at 60 degrees heat. I don't know, sometimes they do have the air on because it just gets hot upstairs. So, heat rises, cold falls. So it stays cold down here and hot up there. And we also call him the human heater because his body just generates so much heat. If the room is cold, just have him walk in. It will warm up within 5 minutes. He's always been that way. I love it. So, with that, seeds. So, I did that with all of them. Put the label on the back. I used permanent Sharpie. So hopefully they won't rub off. But, I got my okra. And it was a good thing because then I know what worked, what didn't work, what might work again. One thing I do know I have to do is I gotta dump all the soil out of my plant containers out there. So maybe 2. But yeah, all of it needs to be dumped and just start with fresh. It's gonna be a pain, but I know a little bit at a time here and there I'll get it all done. And then I still have extra stuff down in the basement that I can use. I still have extra containers, grow bags. I do have a greenhouse that I might use this year. I don't know. I have to think about that because I have to stick it out here on the side of the house, and usually people don't mess with anything. I mean, when constitutional carry passes in Ohio, that'd be a whole lot better. I'm just saying. Just saying. It is election year. So, just remember that, people. It is election year. No. Not for president, but we still have elections for our governors, senators, congressmen, school board directors. And this is not even a plug for that. I just went off on a tangent because something reminded me of something, see, that's how it goes. Us Southerners, because see, I'm not really from Ohio, I'm from Virginia. So if you hear that little twang in my voice, that's where you get it from Virginia. We we have 8 different, one of the people, our friends that post like 8 different ways you say goodbye, Southerners say goodbye. I told her, yep, and there's 8 different ways we talk. We can talk about one subject, get reminded of something else, talk about that subject. Then reminded of something else, talk about that subject. And then while we're talking about that subject, talk about something else, and then go back to the first subject we were talking about. Somebody asked me that one time when I lived in South Carolina. They're like, Nancy, I've never seen a person like you. Like, what do you mean? She used to talk about one thing, and then all of a sudden you change it to something else. You can change it to something else, and then go back to talking about the first thing you were talking about. Like, yeah, that's the way we were taught to do. So it seems like I'm going randomly on my videos. Sometimes I do. And then I'll get back to the subject. Alright, so, I went ahead, like I said, did all my seeds like this. And then that way I can organize a little bit better. I am keeping, so these are the sweet dwarf peas. So that way I put the name on this. That way I can find my packet it came in, because I'm going to keep that, because yes, I could look it up. Oh, come on, this is easier. Keep this with this and, paper clip it together, and there you go. So, just thinking of things I want to try. I do want to do a little bit more herbs. I like to do some more onions and some other stuff that we use normally. I would like to try tomato again. The cherry tomatoes, I am not buying from the store. 2 years in a row I bought those suckers. One I bought from Menards. One I bought from Royal King. We call it RK. And I can tell you, the one from Menards flopped. I had maybe a handful. RK, here and there, I got like 3 or 4 at a time, but nothing like, a whole bunch you have to eat in a day or something or other like that. So, disappointed? Yes, I was disappointed with those very much. So, I do have Roma tomatoes. I have, oh my goodness, it's upstairs, I think, still. I'm going to bring it down soon. Anyway, I have other seeds over there and an envelope and everything that I need to get and everything. We can't do like bush beans and stuff like that. So, but I do have a couple tomatoes seeds. I think Teresa sent me one, and Bub from Getting Started with Homestead, and a few other people have sent me. I think Sandy sent me some tomato seeds also. So if I didn't mention your name, I'm sorry, but I love it, and getting seeds and everything. So and I'm also going to try to do some microgreens. Gotta get some soil, which I don't need a big bag, just a little bag. And I have a container, so sometime this week, hopefully, I go out and get some so I can start those microgreens. But yes, that is what I have been doing and getting some other stuff done. Just thinking, because I had someone send me those big planters and I had the whiskey barrels up front. What I'm going to do with those? So those whiskey barrels definitely need to have a drainage hole in them. And I was stubborn last year not to put a hole in those because, they were like $16 each. But, yeah, they didn't do so well. They definitely have to have a drainage hole in them or put something else in it. The blueberry that I had in one of them, it just fizzled out. I don't know if it can be saved or not. I'm hoping it can be. Right now it's all frozen. Everything's frozen. Which is okay. So, I'll make a list, see what happens, and bring y'all along. Guess if y'all want to see me cleaning pots, containers. I'll show that too. So, that's a nice little word. So, you can use it so many different ways. So, like when you don't know what else to say, or when you go to ask a question. So, are you going to the store today? Yeah, that's a conjunction. Just use it. With that, y'all have a good day. And you haven't, subscribe, like, and ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you next time on Our Treasure Home.